That's nerve-wracking.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're working on adjective clauses. The context is like probably a young adult, low intermediate group in Japan. So English is a foreign language. And it's just the basic introduction of adjective clauses. Okay, so I'm thinking it'd be a short, quick little thing with lots of practice, and then later we would talk about reduction. Later we would talk about more complicated clauses, but this is just the very initial. Okay, so the warm-up is something like this, and I would want to get them interested in how to talk about things with descriptive language that's more than one word. Like we can say the red ball, and then we use one word, but sometimes we want to use a lot more words to describe someone or something. Sometimes we want to use enough words that have a verb in there to describe a person or thing. So for example, here we've got a bunch of people doing things. So if you wanted to, like if I wanted to say, oh, do you see the two women who are walking with an umbrella? You can find them, right? So, but I couldn't have used just one descriptive word to help you find them. So sometimes you need that in your language to point something out to someone, okay? So we might say, find the man who is riding the bicycle. They're finding him. Or, do you see the woman who is talking on the phone? Okay. So, we can't, in this picture, say, see the man with blue pants, because there's no color. Okay? So sometimes we need to be able to say things like that. So adjective clauses help us accomplish that. Okay, so I'm going to explain what they are. So you know an adjective. An adjective describes a noun. And you know a clause. A clause has a subject and a verb. Right? Here's an example. See the man, and here's my clause, who is walking with a newspaper, right? Do we have, okay, we have the clause, right? Can you tell in this clause if there's a subject and a verb? Can anyone tell me which the subject is inside this clause? It's sort of tricky.
Who?
Who? Very good. And where's the verb? Can someone tell me what the verb is?
He's walking.
Good. He's walking. Great. So we have a clause, and what is this clause doing? It's describing the noun. This whole clause is describing this noun. But instead of a normal, just regular adjective that comes before, like see the busy man, we have it after. That's a general rule to remember, okay? After, okay? Okay, now we're going to break down the clause a little more, and I'm going to explain to you this. This is called a relative pronoun, okay? And there's several of those that give you a cue that this is an adjective clause coming, okay? And here they are. Who, whose are related to people. Whose is a little different color because we can use that for non-people. And that could be people or non-people. Is that a word? And which, where, when. Non-people. Okay? So I need a volunteer, real quick, who wants to write on the board for me. That's all you have to do.
I can do that.
Okay. Then can you just write down these options for us as reference for us for later. Thank you.
Who, whom,
Who, whom, whose,
whose.
and then put them the same way I did. That underneath,
In which?
and then underneath that, which, where, when. Okay. Got it? Okay, now we're going to do some practice. And we'll just do a few of these. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Esther, could you read the first sentence for me?
This article is about a local company that exports to Malaysia.
Okay, so here we have the adjective clause. It starts with one of our pronouns, that. Okay? And then the next one. Hannah?
The path that I took this morning was slippery.
Okay. Nicole, can you see the relative, or the adjective clause?
That I took this morning.
Okay, what's different about this sentence and this sentence?
The call came towards the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Very observant. This one is at the end of the sentence, and this one is sort of in the middle. We call that embedded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I'm not going to do all those, but I have lots of practice for the class to work on. And then I have an authentic reading here, and there's only a few adjective clauses in here, but I might let the group work on that and try to identify a adjective clause in that article. And then I was going to show this one again so people could in pairs practice, verbally practice, coming up with identifying sentences. Oh, there was one more thing I was going to do too. I wanted to have you guys close your eyes and just listen. And then I'm going to ask, we'll do the first one together. I'm going to ask you to say the clause. Okay, just from listening, practice listening. So I know that girl who is singing. I know that girl who is singing. That's
Who is
the clause.
singing.
I know that girl who is singing. So here's the next one. So close your eyes, just listen. That's the clerk who helped me last week. What's the clause?
Who helped me?
Good. What about the movie that we saw was scary?
That we saw.
That we saw. Great. Okay. So we did the examples, we did the article. And then, okay, the production part is this. I'm sorry, I'm backtracking a little bit, but that's the production, letting them do it from scratch. And then the closure, I wanted to show the Bible verse again and see if you could find the adjective clauses in this one. Can anyone see one right off the bat?
Which gave.
Oh, good. Which God gave him. Okay. Anything else?
Who reads aloud the words of this prophecy?
I'm sorry.
Who reads aloud and towards the end? Who reads
Oh,
aloud?
good.